So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to use the local email scraper. So where you first want to start off is on Google Maps, and that's because the scraper is actually scraping based on Google Maps. So the first thing we're going to do is find a location and choose our search term. So for this tutorial, let's say Philadelphia, and for the search term, restaurants. When we first zoom into Philadelphia, we can see that it's a pretty big city. And the way you want to handle bigger cities like this is by splitting your searches into boxes. If you search for just restaurants in Philadelphia, you won't get the full results because Google Maps limits the number of businesses you can see in one search to 120. And if there's more than 120 restaurants in Philadelphia, you won't get all the results that you could. So, to counter this, we'll split Philadelphia into four different parts and search in the center of each of these four parts to get the full results. In the tutorial, I'm just going to be doing one of the four parts, but like if you wanted all the results in Philly, then that's what you would do. So let's zoom into the center of one of the boxes, and what we need to do is find the name of a street. So once you find your street name, what you'll do is put the search term, the word near, and then the street in the city it's in, and the state and the country, and you just want to search that in Google Maps. And what you'll see is a bunch of results that those are the businesses that you want to see. And if you keep scrolling down, eventually you'll reach the end. And as you can see in our search with the restaurants in Philadelphia on this street, we can see that all of the results are in the top left square that we split Philadelphia into before, and the scraper will go through this list and return all the emails it finds. So some things that you want to keep in mind before you run the scraper is to make sure that there's a good amount of businesses in this list, because if there isn't, then there won't be as many results for the scraper to scrape. Also, if the city is small, you don't have to use a street, but you'll have way better results using the street method in general. So I would recommend sticking to that, even though it takes, I guess, like a one minute more of like effort. So another quick thing is that if there's no results from the scraper, like if it does the entire thing and then there's zero emails at all, it will refund your credit. So don't worry about that. So next what we'll do is put our search term and our location into the scraper and let it run. You don't need to put near, and don't put near because the scraper automatically does that for us. So once we start the search, I'll cut to when the search is done. So now the search is over, and looking through our CSV results and comparing it to our search results, we can see that the restaurants are the same. One thing to notice is that the Google results here are different than the ones that we saw before. So when searching using Google Maps, it'll personalize the results a bit and use the zoom level to show you businesses. To avoid this, delete the coordinates in the search URL, and you'll see the results the scraper will also see. Before I didn't do this, and we saw less results, and those previous results are inaccurate to the CSV that we see now because the scraper isn't actually seeing the same things. And so deleting the coordinates shows us what the scraper will see. And you don't have to even do this, but it's just useful in case you want to see exactly which businesses that you will be scraping. And it's also useful just in this tutorial to show you that we're scraping the same things that we're seeing, and that all the businesses that we're scraping are in the same area. And so if you look, like even with this new results, all of them are still in the top left corner of the grid that we came up with. So that's the end of the tutorial, and now you know how to use local email scraper to cold email the most amount of businesses and maximize your time. Go ahead and start using it.